All right, we're doing lesson 5-2, estimate quotients with two-digit divisors. I can estimate quotients. So Kyle's school needs to buy posters for a fundraiser. The school has a budget of $147. Each poster costs about $13. About how many posters can the school buy? So if we're looking for an actual answer, that's what we would be figuring out, but we need a rounded answer. So we're going to look at the divisor. We can leave the divisor alone and find a compatible number, so a number near the dividend. We can try that. We can also round the dividend to the nearest whole number and take a look at our divisor and see if we can round that to a number that's compatible that will go into 150 evenly. So either way, you would get an answer close to the actual answer. And as we move down, what numbers close to 147 and 13 would make it easy to divide using mental math? And that's basically what we just did. And in the video, to review the video, how can you use compatible numbers to estimate quotients? Remember, you can watch the video in Savvis, as well as listening to me. Betty earned $159 by selling 45 bracelets. Each bracelet was the same price. About how much did each bracelet cost? So now we have 159 divided by 75. And what they did here was they used compatible numbers. They decided to round the divisor to the nearest whole number, which would be an 80. And then they looked at 159 and tried to figure out what number close to 159 would be divisible by 8. So they knew it would be 16, and in this case, 160. So these are compatible numbers, and that will help us get to our answer of a 2 quickly. So that's rounding with really using your 5th grade brain. Suppose Betty earned $230 selling 75 bracelets. Estimate the cost of each bracelet. Again, we can keep the divisor and change the dividend to a multiple of 75. And we could also take the divisor, round it to the nearest 10, and change the dividend to a number that is a multiple of 8. So we're still going to get the same answer. We just got it in a different way. And again, those are estimated answers that we're looking for. So in our guided practice, Betty has 425 more bracelets to sell. She wants to store these in a bag that hold 20 bracelets each. She estimates she will need about 25 bags. Do you agree? Why or why not? So we're going to want to solve this. So her problem, if she was finding an actual answer, would be 425 bracelets in 20 to a bag. How many bags do I need? But she wants to find an estimate. So again, we can keep our divisor and take a look at our dividend and try to find something that 2 will go into. So 2 goes into 42. So 2 goes into 4 twice and 2 once. So, she would need, she would need 21 bags here. So she estimates she'll need about 25 bags. Do you agree? Why or why not? So if we round down a little bit, we need 21 bags, and so that would work. We could also take 425 divided by 20, and if we round down even further, we are going to get 20 bags. So 25 bags should be fine. Okay, for the next couple, we're going to use estimation. So I'm going to write my estimates above what's here. So I'm going to probably want to change my divisor. Try to keep one number. Try not to change one number if you can, but if you have to, start with your divisor. So I'm going to round that to the nearest 10, and then I can round 287 to a number that 4 will go into. So if when I'm looking at my multiplication chart, or if I'm skip counting by 4s, I know 4 goes into 28. So I'm going to do 280 divided by 40. And I'm going to do it that way. So 7. And for number 3, I have 230 divided by 11. Now I could keep my 11 because I know 11 times 3 is 33. So I'm 11 times 3 is 33, but 11 times 30 would be 330. So if you can keep one number alone, without changing it, try to do that. And some of these you can't. For number 4, 72, probably bring that down to 70. And 208, I'm looking for multiples of 7. And again, you can look at your math facts, your multiplication table. 7 goes into 21 3 times. 70 times 3 is 210. Number 5, bring it down to your nearest 10 or up to your nearest 10. Look for multiples. 6 times 9 is 54. So I'm going to bring this to 540 and make that a 9. 15 divided by 23. I'll bring that to the nearest 10. And 800, I could bring it to 820, or you could bring it to 800. I'm using 82 is going to get me even closer. I know 2 goes into 8 4 times, and it goes into 1. 2 goes into 2 1 time. But if you do it this way, that's fine too. And number 5, we already did that one. Number 6, and now I'm on 7. Okay, for 7, I'm going to make the 48 a 50. And I'm going to change that 2491 into 2500 because I know 5 goes into 25 5 times. Now be careful here. So my simpler problem, 25 divided by 5 is 5. Cross out a 0, cross out a 0. I have 1 left over. And double check my work, 50 times 50. Solve a simpler problem, 5 times 5 is 25. Bring my 2 zeros down, and that checks out. And you'll see some good examples down at the bottom to help you out a little bit in the independent practice. They're telling you what they want to round, what you need to round to. So on a couple of them, and the rest of them you are rounding and solving. Good luck.